be sure whether it's actually recording the audio or not. But it's okay. Also, I should probably draw this.
So the premise behind this war of mine, since Jared doesn't know whatsoever. So most war games you normally play in the perspective of like the soldier, where it's like power fantasy, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna jack off afterwards, like that kind of thing.
I'm a hero.
Yeah, this one you're playing in the perspective of a survivor, of somebody who's like going through a war.
And we're gonna pick a couple survivors right now. We're gonna be Boris, because that's a good cold winter name. And we'll be Katya, and over here at the end, yeah, I've downloaded a I downloaded a mod to have CJ from Grand Theft Auto. So in this dark, depressing game, we'll have a friendly face with Carl Johnson.
All we had to do was escape the damn town, CJ.
That's not Carl, that's Big Smoke,
yeah,
and he was an asshole who betrayed his family. We don't need any of that bullshit in the war, Eric. This is serious times.
Eazy-E was also in that game.
A lot of rappers were in that game.
Yeah. Well, Eazy-E's been dead for a while, like, which was kind of weird seeing like a throwback to him.
Yeah.
But anyway, so in this, the game is like written by a lot of by people who've actually survived like conflicts, like the Yugoslavia, Sarajevo shit. Then
So these aren't necessarily the soldiers. These are the
people.
No, you are the civilians during the war conflict.
Yeah, like the you and me kind of thing. So it's like, and a lot of these are based on like things that actually happened to survivors and stuff like that. It's wonderfully written, but I played a couple hours of it and I was like, I am very depressed right now, because like it's not a fun game. It's an amazing experience and it's great and I love it. Like as far as gameplay goes, it is fun, but it's not a fun game.
Yeah, Tony and I were talking about it.
that's Fallout Shelter
earlier today. Yeah, and that's what I was saying, is that it's part Fallout Shelter, and with the idea of like the depressive aspects of Papers, Please kind of wrapped around it. And then there's this whole like traveling to other towns and scavenging aspects that really reminds me of this like Flash zombie game that I used to play on the computer.
Which I also played in super fun.
Yeah, it was a really fun game. Alright, so everybody has like their own little traits. This guy's strong but slow. This girl has bargaining skills, but she's sick. And Carl is a skilled wood chopper.
That's not what he did in GTA.
I mean, he could.
He could
if he tried hard enough, and if they made a wood chopping mini game in fucking Skyrim, they easily could put it in. But
yeah, the first thing you want to do is kind of check out your house and clear all the rubble away and look for stuff.
Because during the day, you can't leave your you can't leave your house, like, because you'll more than likely get shot by a sniper.
Yeah, so you gotta get all the normal little things that, it's a video game that came out since like 2014, so of course it has to have some kind of like crafting element into it.
Why are they fighting the war? Why fight any war?
Are you asking about the game, or
no?
Just
Legitimately, what's going on?
Oh, it's just supposed to be.
Oh,
like
it's the war.
It's no specific geopolitical situation.
It's just like a generic like conflict where like
they might
part
have
of the
made
city
up
is
a country
like,
for the game. I don't
remember.
remember.
I think they did. But a lot of it's based on like the Bosnia stuff and the I think a couple people that were like involved with.
I get a heavy Russian
Iraq
feel
stuff.
in this.
Oh yeah, it definitely has like an Eastern European Russian kind of vibe to it. But I mean, the experiences they're all sort of like a culminated thing. It's a fantastic.
So I've learned so far
wonderful.
that it's good to build a bed.
Yes.
Because otherwise your survivors won't sleep very well.
And if you don't sleep good, then you suck at everything you do.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. One way or another, you're gonna suck at everything you do eventually. It seems like.
Yeah.
And I might switch to mouse and keyboard because this isn't quite as precise as to what I'm selecting as I want it to be. Alright, you're fixing that, you're building that. I feel weak and have to sit down.
Well, she's sick.
Katya, who just started this? No, go back to your work.
She's gonna die.
I'm exerting executive privilege here. She's almost done, and then we can check out that cabinet, and then she can go sit down. It's not that big a deal.
Katya's gonna seize the means of production all over your ass over this.
It's true.
You think you're clever because you made that joke?
I mean,
you think that was funny?
I mean, it's pretty good. I felt.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it.
I wonder if that was the first time it's been used.
It's gonna high five Jerry real quick.
Touche.
Because that's a communism joke, or are you calling me a hack, or is it both? Because if it's both, that's brilliant. You can just say it's both. I won't tell anybody.
It's both.
There's those strong wood chipper skills coming in handy.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta.
You just load the wood in his mouth and it comes out of his butt, right?
That's a good image. I like that.
Oh, come on.
See, now that's a game we should make, Mr. Chipper.
Like Mr. Bucket.
And ironically
with
enough,
water.
he's not chipper at all. He's very down in the dumps because
Well, after what happened with Steve Buscemi, he's really upset with himself. You know?
I thought he was gonna be Bosnian.
What?
Huh? Base it on this game, kind of.
I thought you were just trying to alienate Eastern Europeans.
No.
How dare you? Get this way. Go down this ladder.
But the chair.
Alright, you know what? I don't even care what she's doing. We're going back to Carl. Everything's locked in this house.
What about the door on the very left?
I'm going that way.
Where's Rick?
Heading in there. Close this
he's hanging
door
out with
first.
Negan and all those
See,
guys.
God, not Negan.
Yeah, not Negan.
Alright, that's better.
Negan and Lucille
Alright.
Skeletor.
and Skeletor.
What are you doing? Stop picking your ass. Boris.
You should probably like
Build
make
something.
Katya
Howard Stern.
She's probably going to go there on her
Judging
own.
that talent.
I'm not her
America's
boss.
Got Talent.
Bosnia's got talent.
Bosnia's Got Talent.
Let's see, winter's not going to
I
come
feel-
until way later.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, moonshine still.
They made a similar joke once on, I think it was SNL years ago. Like this, it was like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire kind of thing, but it was called like Who Wants to Eat, and like and they would have to answer questions, and like the prize was like a bowl of rice or something.
Oh my lord.
And yeah, it was like early 2000s.
I know, because it was Christina Ricci.
Yeah, it was Christina Ricci.
Christina Ricci was the girl, the contestant.
Yeah.
It's
and, like,
funny how
yeah,
like those
that's
kind of
sketch.
skits, even like in the early 2000s happen, and nowadays it's hard to imagine.
Oh yeah,
them
well,
go that far.
another one
Yeah.
that's really funny along those lines was I remember, you know how they have the fake commercials on SNL?
Yeah.
This was a fake commercial for the Schick Quattro.
Oh,
The Schick razor with 4 blades. How fucking crazy is that? The first blade cuts, the second blade cuts a little bit more, the third blade cuts even closer than that, and we have like ones with fucking 5 and 6 nowadays.
Yeah, they
It's
do.
very prophetic.
I think the one you're talking about was the Mach 20.
Yeah.
No, that was a recent one that they did later on. But no, the one I'm talking about was a commercial from like the either early '90s or late '80s, and it was the Quattro.
Wow.
Was
Oh, that rings a bell.
I feel like Phil Hartman was.
I
Like,
think
the
Phil
voice
Hartman
of that.
might have
Oh
done
yeah,
the
like
voice.
he yeah, like somebody was
The-
like using
the
it, and, like his
Schick
face was like
Quattro.
covered in fucking
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
blood because like the final blade like just cuts off the first layer of skin.
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah, no, that was a good one. I really liked the robot insurance one too.
Oh yeah.
Like robots just like bursting in and killing you while you sleep. That was a good one.
The O'Hurley boy.
Robots are real, and they live on old people's medicine.
water your plants. It was Chris
The
Farley and
Hurley
Adam
boy.
Sandler. Let me water your plants.
Oh.
Let the boy water your plants.
Yeah.
Let me sleep in your bed.
He's a
good
good boy.
I forgot all about that one.
I don't know what y'all are talking about,
The
but it's
Hurley
okay
boy.
because I just made some moonshine, I think.
Oh, good. You're gonna need it because everything sucks in Chernobyl.
Or I made a fireplace. It was
That's
hard to
a
tell.
show.
Everything sucks in Chernobyl.
Everything sucks in Chernobyl.
So
Oh, here's another day. And it's hard to talk because there's 2 tongues in his mouth.
Oh, God.
and he definitely
It'd
has,
be hard to do live action and still be
and
funny.
he definitely has thyroid disease.
No, those are gills. Those are gills.
There's a ring.
All right,
Let me check my smartphone. He pulls out a brick.
All right, so here is the other thing about this game is that nighttime.
Yeah.
So during nighttime, you get to designate which people do what. Somebody has to scavenge, somebody should probably guard, and then the other person, if you can, should sleep. And if you have a bed, you should put them sleeping in the bed. So we're going to make the sick girl sleep in the bed. We're going to... Boris is strong. Alright, so here, you guys tell me. Should Boris guard, since he's strong but slow? Or should CJ guard, because he's a wood chopper, and then Boris go out and scavenge?
I'd say CJ scavenge, because, like...
Because he's fast.
Yeah,
I think
'cause, like,
Katia should guard.
She'll die.
We should do everything
currently
wrong.
Katya's sick.
Oh no! Don't trust me. You don't
No.
even need to intentionally do.
Yeah,
things wrong.
it'll
The
do-
game
it'll
will
go
just
wrong
decide
on its,
that
yeah,
you
it'll
did
go
it
wrong
wrong.
on its own.
Yeah.
Alright, and so then here's our second choice. Do we want to go to the abandoned cottage or to the shelled cottage? Well, I know that's a...
You
Yeah. I
should
was
go to the
gonna
shelled
say-
cottage.
One has lots of weapons, one has a huge amount. Well, that's not a hard choice at all.
Yeah, and otherwise same stats.
And then we get to pick what we take with us. Don't need any food, and we don't have any weapons, so we're not going to take shit. Perhaps
Yeah.
we should take something to, like, maybe barter with somebody if we meet with somebody who wants to trade, but you never know.
Which a lot of that just kind of happens.
Also,
right?
this house is on fire.
Yes. Well, it got
Let's
shelled.
get shelled.
Well, you don't know how recently it got
Well, I mean,
shelled.
the war probably hasn't been going on for too long.
Alright, we're just going to take 2 pieces of wood and 4 pieces of materials and leave the rest.
Now,
Just- you
yeah,
can
what's
only
stopping
carry
you
so
from
many.
taking... Oh, okay, you can only carry...
Yeah, you can only carry
Yeah.
so much, and there's a lot of repeats.
Like-
so you gotta judge what's important.
Like, for example, Boris had like 17 slots versus everybody else's 12.
Yes.
So like, so there is like a lot of inventory management. So like you have to prioritize certain things. There's like building materials, good, but so is water.
Yeah.
Water is way more important.
We need sugar and water for our moonshine. I remember that.
You gotta make Kool-Aid.
It
That's important.
is, especially with.
Oh yeah, for this cult that we're founding. And when once everybody else dies in the war, we're gonna run the world and we're gonna start our own religion.
If I remember right, though, you have to be very careful about what you leave, though, because I think some other looters can come and or scavengers, yeah, can kind of like pick up the slack. So it's like fuck, there was
Toilet
that-
paper bandage. We need that.
Oh, totally.
And herbal medicine. Fuck yeah. We're doing good. I ain't found no weapons yet though.
Was this one of those like Steam games that's like $5?
No, this is a Steam game that's like $20, but was on sale yesterday for $4.
Yeah, I got really lucky and got it for like 5 like a year ago.
And I think this is definitely worth $4. I would even hazard a guess as to say that this could be worth $10.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say much more than that. This is going to take forever to break that down, so let's check out the upstairs.
You can get tools. And
What's
stuff.
Yeah,
that?
I know. I could make a
Blinky
crowbar.
thing up
Yeah.
top.
Yeah, what's
Well-
all that warning stuff?
Oh, that means he hears a sound.
God damn it. The regular way. Up. Stop it. Ugh.
CJ, when did your controls get so bad?
What do you mean when? This is
Yeah.
actually like classic CJ to walk around clumsily in a circle like this.
Yeah,
All you had to do was walk in a straight line, CJ.
but yeah, like the little
It's still not funny.
like
I think it's funny.
the little like red warning blips was like hey, you hear a sound up here, like be mindful of it. It might be
Teddy
something
bear.
bad.
No, I'm not taking the teddy
You can
bear.
stuff your corn dogs in it.
That door's locked.
If we had any. There are no corn dogs in Kosovo.
You can
Kosovo corn dogs made
Alright,
of
so
human
should
fingers.
we... There's more chances to find something this way, I think. So we should
Yeah.
break out this way.
actually, I think there's like a little back house area thing.
Jared got broke.
Oh, did you break Jared? What'd you say?
Broke Jared.
He did it to himself. I mean, those are my favorite jokes. The ones that make you.
Listeners, sometimes Jared just kind of like cracks like a robotic toy, and his batteries get stuck in a laugh motion.
Just picture this: a human finger on a toothpick wrapped in breading. It's a Kosovo corn dog.
Christ.
Yeah. Jesus. Sorry, any Eastern Europeans that are listening.
Oh, it's far too late for that.
Eastern Europeans can't buy this game.
I mean, but they can watch us play it.
Well.
Would they want to though?
Probably.
Probably not.
I mean, I wouldn't watch this.
Unless they're looking for like.
Actually, I get a fairly okay, decent viewer base from Eastern Europe.
Oh, that's
so,
nice.
Yeah, it is. So I didn't mean any of the other things I said.
It's just a joke, nothing offensive. I don't mean. I like all people.
I don't mean anything
Usually.
that I say. These are all lies that I'm just kind of making up to get you, the internet, to like me more.
I talk.
In fact, none of us are even real.
Human speaking.
None of us are actually here.
Machine language. 011.
Oh, fuck yeah, rolled up cigarettes.
Ooh.
Oh, shit, now people know I'm here.
The,
Gun parts! Everybody shut up, I got gun parts.
He's got my smokes.
Alright, and I
He's got my
am
Kosovo
out
Corndog.
of inventory.
That's the brand of smokes.
I'm out of inventory space.
Kosovo Corndog. CJ is
They're,
back.
Damn straight.
they're yellows for mustard.
CJ is back. That would be a fantastic like sequel to San Andreas. Like
Yeah.
it just like shows like CJ is back. You're like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
And then
fucking
like,
Ice Cube just starts playing.
then it would make sense. What song is that?
We get a
It's from
remake
Friday.
before we got a proper sequel.
Yeah.
Absolutely would.
Alright, well, so yeah, anyway, Jared, you wanted to see this game. This was this game. This game was this war of mine. And it was a nice war.
Yeah. The deeper you get into it is when it starts really kind of hitting you. There's actually a DLC where you can have children in the game.
Ugh.
And so I was like, I wanted to get it at first, and then I remembered, I was like, wait, I don't necessarily like the idea of playing a game and thinking about like, hey, that child's gonna starve to death. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that.
You got your imagination for those kind of
Yeah,
situations.
exactly.
You can make as many people starve to death in your imagination as you want.
Yeah, but I don't want, I don't know, I just don't want to like think about that too much. Because again, I spent several hours playing this game and it hit me fucking down in the dumps.
I kind of like it.
No, it's good. Again, it's a great
I
game.
think that I'm probably going to be playing it a good bit here in the future.
Yeah. No, you should. Again, it's a fantastic game.
I like these little base building games. It also kind of reminds me of XCOM.
Yeah,
just kind
it
of in the management sense
yeah,
of it, and
it definitely has
how you have to balance your inventory and stuff.
Speaking of that, I hope it's super on sale because
XCOM?
Yeah, because like
Did you ever play the newer ones?
I watched
Enemy
one of my friends play it. It was looks great.
Yeah, I had.
They were great.
I think it was called. Was it Enemy Unknown? The one I had, Eric? Do you remember?
Yeah.
I think that was it. And I'd like to get two, but I don't know. The first one was cool because it started you off, and you like when 2 starts, the aliens have already taken over, and you're like the resistance fighting back.
Yeah.
So the technology's all already there, but the first of the newer ones that they did, you had to build up everything and like research it, learn it, and stuff, and that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
So
The downside is like when things start getting bad, they get bad fast. Like I had like this awesome team for like several fucking missions. They were like super decked out and jacked and everything. I was like, yeah.
And all
I'm
of a sudden,
gonna-
one of them got sick, and then
Oh, they all fucking got murdered.
Oh, in XCOM, you can make one wrong mistake and walk into a room, and your entire squad can get just knocked out in an instant. And it's people that you've been playing with your entire like game time, and they're gone.
Yeah.
They're
forever.
gone forever.
Yep.
And you customize their clothing and their hair and everything, and they don't love you anymore. They don't
Yeah.
care.
It is kind of funny
'Cause
though.
they're dead.
If you look at all the character models though, they all look like fucking like meatheads. Like
Yeah, they
every single one of them.
they all had like the slack jawed.
Oh, they have
You
these.
can customize them and give them
A
like
bit.
different facial types and stuff, but it doesn't help much.
No, they
Super
all,
square jaws
yeah.
with necks really close to the size of their head.
Yep. Like they all look like fucking super soldiers.
Even the girls.
A bit, yeah. Like the girls at least like kind of look like they have boobs, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, really, guys? Like you weren't even trying with the character models in this one.
Oh, wait. Oh, she's still sick. Jesus Christ, woman.
Well, you don't get sick. You don't get better after resting for one day in real life.
Well, she's gonna drink some moonshine.
Well,
That'll do it.
I've done it when I was sick. That helps.
Grandpappy's cough medicine.
If you've learned nothing from this this video. It's drink moonshine when you're sick,
Yeah, I stand by it. Except don't drink moonshine.
especially during the
Pretty much
war.
everything.
Oh, I gotta wait for the yeast? Good God. This is a video game. Hey, look, Eric, it's a game where things are happening and we have to wait for things and use our brains. Is it too boring for you?
Oh no, I'm getting along just fine. I said I like both ends.
Yeah, I bet you do.
That's what she said.
That's what they all said.
They all said.
They all said that? Jesus.
Every-
How many were there?
12.
That suddenly got really sad.
Then the war.
That's what they all said.
Isn't that the whole point? Make it sad? How much sadder can it get before this? Somebody say something depressing.
Babies dying before birth.
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
Could be worse. What if they're like just born and like they're looking right in their mother's eyes and she's just like, oh my God, like I made you. This is the thing, and then the baby just dies.
So like that.
Or even better, she's excited and she drops the baby.
Also, it's her fault.
That's just funny.
So it's her fault.
That's just funny.
It's not funny.
Yeah, it is.
It's funny if she starts strangling the baby. She's just like, you'll never get my mother's money.
That's practically a Shakespeare play.
That is. Shakespeare was a fucking hack. I think I've said that before.
Yeah, no, I think we all sort of have a similar.
I think everybody has thought that since Shakespeare started getting popularized.
Also true.
Anyway, we can't end on like strangling babies. So.
Julius Caesar wasn't a good play at all. And
Oh,
Romeo
so
and
okay, so
Juliet
let's
was
talk
a
about this.
terrible love
So there was
story.
that whole thing in New York recently. The people that recreate Julius Caesar in the Park every year, the Shakespeare play, and every year that they recreate it, they use whatever president is currently in power and dress their Julius Caesar as that president. They've done it to Bush, they've done it to Obama, and recently they did it to Trump. And there were like big violent protests, like somebody like rushed on stage and stuff during the one recently for Trump.
Fun.
So.
Is it not okay to make fun of presidents now?
No.
No,
Not this one.
Look,
Apparently
Republican
not.
presidents, you cannot make fun of them.
That's why Obama.
What?
Democratic one.
What happened
I
to George
dis-
Bush?
Okay, yeah.
Strategery.
George
Strategery.
George Bush, we.
Fool me once!
Yeah, no. Okay.
Arrogant.
George Bush, yeah, he was fair game. And, like,
You could not make fun of George Bush.
Yeah.
Every president before knew the deal.
Everyone
They
is
knew it
fair
was
game.
part of the
If
job.
you get into politics, you are fair game to get yelled at and berated
People
because
are
that is
gonna
your
disagree
purpose.
with you. They're
Yeah.
gonna criticize you. It's part of the job.
It's-
Every single one of those presidents took their lumps.
it's been that way since ancient Greece.
The
Yeah.
Donald can't do it.
No. he
The
can't.
Donald can't hang.
Donnie.
He cannot.
He's a
Donnie.
snowflake.
Donnie boy.
He
I don't like that.
I don't like that word
I don't
either.
get it. Well, I mean, I kind of get it because, like,
You know,
fragile and unique and easy. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
But I don't
exactly.
see why it started. Like, is it because all those people kept saying that they were a unique snowflake, and then that started being turned
No,
into
it-
a derogatory thing?
No, that's a term that's used against millennials and
Yeah.
people who grew up.
Well, I
with,
saw
with
somebody
participation trophies and shit.
calling a Trump supporter a snowflake.
Oh yeah,
also.
Yeah, because it's
the
a
people
easy-
who are leaning toward the left are starting to use that against them too because they bitch just as much,
Oh, yeah. Easily.
if not more.
Actually, more.
Yeah.
As far as I see. But yeah, no. So it's redonk. It's stupid.
It's what?
Redonk.
Redonk?
You've never heard of Verdonk?
I've heard redonk, I just haven't heard Tony say redonk.
Redonkadonk.
Yeah, I don't say it often.
Yeah, because why would you?
I mean, I just said stomp ass today, and you're just like, I remember.
Well, I like stomp ass
Because
because
it was good.
yeah, that's a good phrase. Like it's unique and it sounds like something we'd say. You know, it kind of fits all the parameters.
Yeah.
Redonk is more. It's like, hey, I remember 1998.
Yeah. Not.
Yeah.
God, I hate myself so much for bringing it.
Psych.
And then